At the lineups first for Manchester City, Pep Guardiola, two options at left back are out injured. Fernandinho's in there.
Yeah, and we fully believe UEFA have since switched the lineups, and the one we showed you in the pregame. Fernandinho, we anticipate, will be on that left-hand side with Sanya as the right fullback, getting forward. Sterling and Sane, that's one to watch. In the second half against Bournemouth, they switched sides. Sterling had started on the right, then he went over to the left, created the second goal. He will potentially start on that left-hand side today and provide service to Aguero.
And notice Kelechi Falcao, what a season he has had. And here is this young, dynamic Monaco team. Only Barcelona have scored more goals than them this season.
And certainly the ones to watch on the back four are Sidibe and Mendy. They get forward, and they get forward fast. They have the athleticism to recover defensively, and they allow those three, Bernardo Silva, Mbappe, and Lemar, to provide service to Falcao. We fully anticipate Mbappe will play up alongside Falcao, be that second striker. He'll look to stretch this Manchester City defense.
70 Monaco finalists in 2004, and trying to get back to the quarterfinal round for the second time in 3 seasons. Underway, first leg of the round of 16. Manchester City and Monaco. It is City as they have been. Torre hooking it in. Sterling's in behind him. Mendy and Subasic. The flag was up for offside anyway, but scrambling off his line to break it up.
But it was a good break from City. Started with De Bruyne, who makes that powerful, positive run down this right-hand side. Toure joins in, and Raheem Sterling is just a half step offside there. Trying to get in behind, good combination play. Something to look for. That is the space in behind that Monaco back four.
Fernandinho doing enough, although it's given right back away by Leroy Sané. Now Lemar trying his luck, pulling it wide.
Very tricky player, Thomas Lemar. Always looking for that left foot. He plays on that left-hand side. He just wants almost downplaying each other's team's chances.
David Silva, this is a good little moment for Man City. Leroy Sané overhit it, but you saw a little bit of that rhythm there building.
And that's what they're looking for, just a patient build-up, moving the ball side to side, and then when the space is on between the lines, and it's David Silva initially, where eventually finds his way to him. He just finds that pocket between the back four and the center midfielders, and he rolls in Sané. It's just a little bit outside of him that changes his body.
There's a nutmeg on the pass by Sané. Now Sterling, David Silva, Aguero further inside, back out for Sterling instead. The flag is up for offside.
Well, if we're going to credit Monaco for their flashes in attack, Manchester City have shown the same. When they've been able to break that initial line of pressure by Monaco, it's been Aguero.
David Silva, the strength on Sané, the nutmeg on Yaya Toure, the ball in for Radamel Falcao, and just enough from Ultimate. De Bruyne in for Sterling. Raggi got to be careful. Sterling's around him, and Subasic not doing quite enough. Aguero steals in. He's got a halfway empty net. Raggi gets his head in the front of it. This is what we were hoping for, Stu. End-to-end. Thomas Lemar, in his second season with Monaco, has already surpassed last season's totals for goals and assists. And he hooks it in. Yaya Toure missed it, as did Camille Gleck, one of the highest scoring defenders from set pieces in Europe. And you wonder if Toure maybe got enough of a touch to put him off.
I think he did, because he's not expecting this one. It just hits him straight in the face. It is a little flick off of Toure's head. He gets away with one there.
Ball here maybe comes one. Sterling, De Bruyne comes together. The cross for Aguero. He missed it. Now he was leaving it for David Silva. He couldn't collect on the far side, but the chance is still on for Monaco.
Well, you just got to look at the benefit of having a left back in Fernandinho that's comfortable with the ball at his feet. He can drift in the central midfield. He starts this play by coming to the middle of the park. He hits the long diagonal to the right.
In championship, but started their World Cup qualifiers last fall. And it's both of the right-sided defenders. Sidibe and Glick are on yellows. Leroy Sané dancing his way through. It's a great tackle, but it fell right for David Silva. Back to the feet of Sané. Now the cross for Raheem Sterling. And Man City do get the breakthrough. Leroy Sané doing the hard work. Raheem Sterling applying the finish, and City in front.
Well, there's the breakthrough Manchester City were looking for. Sané just gets the ball on this left-hand side. He dances past 3 defenders. Then it falls to Silva. And just when you thought this pass was behind him, he adjusts his body so well. It's very close. Looks like he's in line. And Raheem Sterling, the end product was there. The delivery from Sané just rolls it across. He picks his head up, picks his spot so well. Sterling drifts in from that right-hand side, completely unmarked inside the 6-yard box, and just rolls it home. City got the overload they were looking for in numbers in the attack. Fernandinho had slotted into central midfield, which allowed Sané to drift out wide and pick up the ball. Such positive play. And Sterling's on the score sheet, and City up 1-0.
9th goal in all competitions this.
Very tight in the middle of the field.
And to give it some more context, we all saw PSG last week tear apart Barcelona. Monaco have scored 26 more goals than PSG in the league this season. Mbappe crossing in, Falcao, the diving header, as if on cue. Radamel Falcao's 14th goal in his last 15 games in all competitions, and it's dead square just past the half-hour mark.
And this comes from Manchester City orchestrating their own problems. This is the 3rd or 4th time when the ball's been at Caballero's feet that he's given it away. And he tries to find Fernandinho on this left-hand side. It's a poor ball. Fabinho just drifts out on this right-hand side. Falcao's completely unmarked in the middle. He drifts into that space between Stones and Sagna. 2 passes later, and the ball's in the City net. It just comes from a commitment of Manchester City trying to play out of the back. Caballero with a poor pass. They're caught all over the place. And Falcao picks his spot. And he puts it away. Incredibly opportunistic from Monaco. They take advantage. They're still in this game. They're capable of scoring goals. And they took that chance there. 1-1. That type of service. Wonderful ball in from Fabinho, but
great ball that from David Silva, and another one from De Bruyne. Aguero! Penalty! Or maybe not. It's a dive. Antonio Mateo Lahoz, the Spanish referee. Guardiola can't believe it. But judging that Aguero went down by himself.
And this is a big moment in the match because Aguero was clean through. And he drags his left foot and draws the contact. And that's a penalty kick. And Pep Guardiola, he's asking for the card, but he's asking it for Subasic. He wants a sending off.
Well, here's the question. There's clearly contact between
his first touch. He does drag his leg, but there is contact in the box.
Well, here they come again. It's Mbappe who fires over the bar. Falcao won the header. Wouldn't that have been something if Monaco would have come down the field to win it?
Just quickly, for me, that is a penalty kick in Manchester City. And clearly unfortunate, but Falcao wins this one. And in a flash, again, Monaco with a great chance. Just lifts his head. He's leaning back, laces through and head down. That's a great opportunity. And no signs of either team letting off.
Quickly in, Mbappe's going to get there. Mbappe! 18 years of age. The bright young star of this Monaco side, Kylian Mbappe, played just 25 minutes in the group stage, has become a starter in the winter. He's on fire now, 12 goals in all competitions, and Monaco has flipped this game on its head.
Well, Manchester City are getting completely exposed at the back. Nicolas Otamendi. Mbappe starts his run inside. He spins off of Otamendi's shoulder. He's in behind. It's a simple ball. Route one down the middle. He uses his pace. And this time, the finish is there to match it. Keeps his composure, just lifts it up over Caballero's shoulder. And this dynamic Monaco attack that we've talked so much about, Pep Guardiola talked about it at the start in his pre-match interview. He knew what the dynamic ability that they had between Otamendi and Stones. And they're down goal.
Back for David Silva, back for Leroy Sané, kept it in play. Subasic couldn't do enough. Overhead clearance by Raghi, only as far as De Bruyne, trying to get around Mendy on the outside. Raghi again was there. Yaya Toure started this sequence, battling well with Lamar, picks it up, options either side. It's Falcao, takes it just wide. Monaco going close to a third.
They continue to create excellent chances. Anytime they pick up the ball in transition, they've created something like that, John, is that when they have the ball in possession, they've been dynamic once they can break Monaco's press. So they need to do that more often.
3 goals, handful of yellow cards, no stoppage time given by Antonio Mateo Lahoz. Back to Rob Stone and the guys after the break. 45 minutes down, 45 to go. Monaco 2. It appears at the break, 45 more minutes before the scene shifts to Monaco in 3 weeks from the second leg. And Stu, what did Man City need to be better at in the second half to be in a... Here from Mendy, early cross in for Falcao. Looked like a little bit of contact there with Otamendi. Ended up just wide. Falcao thought there should have been a penalty.
And it's Mendy again on the left-hand side. It's such a teasing ball. It looked like it was offside. The referee had whistled. We'll see what the decision is here.
Now, something else has happened while we were in the replay from the UEFA feed. It's Otamendi who's been shown a yellow card. I just wonder if they've maybe changed the decision, because you see the additional assistant referee, Jesus Gil Manzano, stationed there on the goal line. Have they flipped this and called a penalty and a yellow for Otamendi?
There's contact certainly from Otamendi.
Originally we saw the referee's hand up, seeming to suggest offside.
Yeah, that's a penalty. The referee is right there, and he has awarded it. And Otamendi caught the wrong side of the attacking player again. Manchester City give the ball away to Aguero. 2 passes later, Mendy's firing this one across. Falcao's right there in the middle of the goal, just lurking. He gets his body in front. He draws the contact before he gets to the ball. And the penalty kick for Monaco. What a moment this could be in the match.
And the former Manchester United player on loan from Monaco 2 seasons ago. Can he drive the stake in a little bit deeper into the heart of Man City early in the second half? Willy Caballero, the veteran Argentine, trying to keep Man City within 1 goal. Potentially a huge moment in this round of 16 tie. Saved by Caballero.
What an excellent game of football. And Caballero comes up big. All the build-up before, Radamel Falcao had to readjust his run-up. He puts the ball down again. Almost too much time to think about it. Hesitates on the run-up. Takes all of his momentum away. Tries to go down to the goalkeeper's left. Caballero guesses the right way. And that could be the momentum shift that they were looking for.
Drawing in on Bernardo Silva. The cross takes a deflection dangerously. Cleared away by Mendy. De Bruyne swings at a great ball. It's just wide. It might have been an offside flag anyway.
Well, the delivery is sensational. It's hit with pace. It's bending. Aguero just...
Well intercepted by Sterling. Mendy trying to get back. Aguero's in front of him. Rolled in. Aguero's onside. Aguero. And a mistake in the back by Subasic. Let it in past him. Aguero's goal. 2 apiece. Still over a half hour to go.
And you can see the frustration on Subasic's face. He knows that was a poor mistake from the goalkeeper, but full credit to Raheem Sterling, who picks this one up inside his own half. A well-timed run from Aguero, who takes a chance. He fires it low and hard, on target. And that's a big mistake from the goalkeeper. It's right at him, just down to his left-hand side. And he fumbles this one through his hands, doesn't get his body behind it. And that's a huge break for Pep Guardiola's men. Created something out of nothing. And they're right back in this one.
And now can they use it to their advantage for the rest of this match? And you saw some of the moisture coming up from the turf as that ball slid through.
This game.
Lamar clipping it ahead. Falcao trying to get a foot race with Stones. And Stones can't quite do enough. Falcao, how about that? What a goal! What a moment! What a statement by Monaco!
What a finish. This is just an individual effort from Radamel Falcao. And here's Monaco at their best, on the break. As soon as Lamar picks it up, Falcao gets his head down, he runs John Stones, the England international center back. That is some shocking defending, but take nothing away from that finish. It gets better every single time. That is a world-class finish from Falcao. The awareness, the ability, and the execution, and a goal for the ages. What's a finish, Radamel Falcao. Take a bow.
Stones thought he had him too. Went to ground, knocked it away. He thought 15 goals in 15 games in all competitions just in the last couple of months. It's going to be Sterling's ball. If he can get out of control, takes the contact. Sané's shot is blocked. They're all yelling at the...
This was the opportunity. It's a deep run from Sterling. Gets him behind. It's a little contact, shoulder to shoulder. I think the referee gets this one right. It's a strong challenge. Guardiola will unrightly think that...
Bench. Meanwhile, Lamar, Mbappe trying to find space, cutting back on Zabaleta, and then he fires into the outside netting.
Well, the referee was in an excellent spot. First, we're going to look at Mbappe on this left-hand side. Just so shifty. Attacking players a chance. Always tough for the defenders to defend.
David Silva this time. Stones attacking it to Aguero on the volley. It's 3-0. Not just 6 goals tonight, but some really special ones. And this thing's not yet done.
And that's 20 in all competitions for Sergio Aguero. This time the deliveries from David Silva. Stones draws 2 defenders, and he just hooks his right foot on this one. That's a striker's finish right there. Look at the technique. He gets over the top of it and redirects it into the right corner. A great goal from Sergio Aguero with 2 on the night. Man City 3-3. And you can
see they can grab a late winner, give themselves an edge going to the second leg in 3 weeks' time. De Bruyne swung in, Torres up for it. Stones plays it in, and Man City take the lead.
City take the lead 4 minutes ago. It's
First career European goal for the 22-year-old John Stones is a 7-goal thriller.
Well, right on cue, wasn't it, John? You talked about it. The 4th goal for Manchester City. It's a set piece again. The delivery from De Bruyne, which we touched on earlier. Toure does well just to flick it on. And Stones makes up for his earlier defensive error when he was beat for the goal by Radamel Falcao. He gets on the end of this one. Right place, right time to tap it home at the back post. What a game this has been. End-to-end action, 7th goal on the night. And we might just see another twist and turn yet.
The pass. Aguero able to skip around Glick. Aguero wants it himself. Subasic the save. I wonder if Sané maybe put Aguero off a little bit. De Bruyne wins it back. Leroy Sané cutting around. Fabinho going to ground, doing just enough to knock it away.
And finally, a good piece of defending.
Yaya Toure throws the stiff arm to Germont. Aguero, David Silva. Clipping it in, the return, Aguero! Unselfish to Leroy Sané! 5-3 for Manchester City! What a night!
Goal for City, scored by number 19, Leroy Sané.
Well, Sergio Aguero in this second half has been absolutely sensational. He's run this Monaco defense ragged, just a little combination player. Again, he's the outlet, he's onside. David Silva, what a wonderfully weighted pass over the top. The movement from Sané from left to right, finds himself centrally. And it doesn't get much better than that from Manchester City. Sergio Aguero, the unselfish pass. He lays it off. And Sané does the rest. Just an exquisite piece of attacking football from Manchester City. And there you go.
Exactly as he would have drawn it up.
He's not quite sure what he wants to do on his celebration there. Fist pump to go with it. I don't think he would have been happy at conceding 3 goals, but when your team plays this well in the offensive third, he's going to be...
I've said this a few times already, but it's still true. We're not done yet. Because all of a sudden, here's Mendy on the outside. The cross for Falcao, saved by Caballero. That close to a hat trick. And what a couple of big moments that man has had for the giveaways in possession, a penalty save, and a huge stop right there.
And it's Falcao again, and he's always in and around the center of the goal, waiting for opportunity.
In 3 weeks' time, as this first leg in the UEFA Champions League round of 16 sensationally finishes. Manchester City 5, Monaco 3.